everybody, how are you doing? This video goes to all those beautiful Liberty Hill moms, and it's an easy recipe that if your daughter ever played softball here in Liberty Hill with my daughter, they've tasted my tacos, which is Mama Rio's tacos, and what I call them is mixed meat tacos. And I know a lot of us don't have a lot of things to make food at home, a lot of variety of ingredients, let's say. But this mixed meat tacos, I'm substituting some of the things that I used to use before. Mainly you're gonna use meat, which is like steak meat. I've already cut it in small little cubes or strips. I'm also gonna use, this is like sausage, and this is a smoked sausage. And for the sausage, you can either use, I've used this one, the smoked sausage, which is what we had here at the house. I also used before like the hot dog franks when I used to do the tacos for our girls. And I'm also going to be using bacon. And before, I used to use mainly all this, plus also I would put ham or turkey breast ham for the tacos. So you can use almost any type of meat that you like. Mainly, if you can, try and use bistec or Milanesa, steak, fajitas. You can use any of that. I'm also going to be putting a little bit of chopped onion. And yes, girls, I used to put onions on your tacos, even if you don't like them. I know a lot of girls don't like them. And for the flavor, I am using this, which is the chicken bouillon in chicken flavor. You can either use the chicken flavor or the tomato flavor. And I think right now I'm out of the tomato flavor, so this is the one that I'm using the most. Also, for the seasoning of the meat, I use this one, which is Maggi, Jugo Maggi, or seasoning. If you don't have this one, you can also use this one right here, and I'm not gonna try and say it because I know I'm gonna chop off the name somehow. But this one is very, very similar to this one. Okay, and you just need a little bit. You don't need to use a lot. And of course, at the very end, you do need some cheese on the very top of the meat. And I use the Muenster. I also used before the mozzarella, but we're out of mozzarella. So whatever cheese you have in your house that is gonna melt, it's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna start making it. And first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil, just a little bit, on the pan. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil. I'll show you right now. It's not that much that I put on in there. And mainly I'm putting it a little bit because I am gonna be putting the bacon in first, so that it can go ahead and start cooking and start releasing that fat or oil that the bacon has. And after the bacon, I'm gonna then put the meat. So I'm gonna put the bacon there for a little bit so you can start cooking and releasing that fat. So the bacon is already starting to release a lot of the fat, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna already go ahead and put the meat so that it can go ahead and start cooking with the bacon. And I am gonna be covering it in a little bit so the meat can be cooked thoroughly. Meanwhile, the meat is cooking and browning. I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 spoon of the Knorr, which is the seasoning. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the seasoning juice or sauce. And it's gonna be something like that. Remember, you can also substitute it with this one right here if you don't have, this one. And just mix it and let it all come together. When the meat is a little bit more cooked and it's already tender, I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions so they can go ahead and also get tenderized. And after the onions, I'm gonna go ahead and add the sausage. So a couple of minutes have passed. I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions to it. And if you want at home, you can also add the mini bell peppers. If you like the flavor, which I've done it also with those, and the flavor comes out very, very good with this combination. So we're gonna leave it uncovered so that all the water from the meat can start evaporating, and so that we can start kind of like browning the meat and the onion. So as you can see, the meat is already browning and it's getting a really, really nice color to it. The onions are already getting caramelized. So I'm going to go ahead and add the sausage at this point. Remember, on this point you can also add ham if you have some. And this meat goes a long way. I usually feed my family. We're 5, and you can also make like a batch of refried beans on the side, and on your tortilla, go ahead and put the bed of beans, and then some cooked meat, and just roll it, and those are gonna be your tacos. So keep mixing it for a little while so that the sausage could start getting also a little brown and cook better. And then at the very, very end, when you're finished, when everything is done, that's when you add the cheese, and then go ahead and cover it, and so the cheese can melt by itself. Smells amazing. And if I have any Liberty Hill moms out there that your daughters or you yourself have tried these tacos, please let me know and let others know how good they taste. And I hope everybody's staying safe at home. Be very careful. So everything is already cooked. I like the color, the flavor, well, the smell. It smells really good. So at the very end, what we need to do is go ahead and add the cheese. Of course, if you have shredded cheese, it melts a lot faster. And this is what you do. Just put the cheese over. I already have my beans cooking over there. And I know beans right now are very, very scarce at HEB. This is the ones that I buy, our favorite. So whenever they do come back, if you want to try different beans, these are the ones that we use, and we love them. So all you need to do now is just cover it so that with the same steam, the cheese can melt. And in a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and heat up the tortilla and put the beans over it, and then the meat, and then try it. Now on the tortillas, you can either make your own. Like I have a friend right now, Leah. She's right now doing her own flour tortillas, which is awesome. And I tell her flour tortillas is one of the hardest things to do. And well, thank God I do have these ones, which are our favorite, one of our favorites, the Guerrero ones. And I'm gonna go ahead and make my taco with this. I usually at home do make the corn tortillas here at home. And I usually do buy the flour tortillas because it's a lot easier. It's not that much of a hassle. It is a lot of hassle to make flour tortillas. Corn tortillas are really, really simple to make. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my tortilla. I already have my skillet on. And as you can see over here, look at the cheese, it already melted. And I really do hope that you like this recipe. Very simple to make. I'm pretty sure your kids will love it. Who doesn't like tacos, right? And well, just letting you know, prayers to all the families, and if you need anything and if I can help you in some way, please let us know, either through Liberty Hill Moms or through my Facebook. I also have a page where I have different recipes. I know they're all in Spanish. I do have a YouTube videos, YouTube channel that you can go in and you can go ahead and do the translation or the captions in English, so you can understand what I'm saying. And if you have any questions on any of the ingredients, go ahead and just shoot me a message, either private message through Messenger or through the website. Through my website is called Aprendiendo Juntas, or Learning Together, Cocinando con Itzel, Cooking with Itzel. And so if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. I try to do easy to do recipes and budget friendly, and well, right now it's kind of like what we need in these times. Budget friendly, and also recipes that you can use small quantities and they can feed the whole family. One of the other ones that I just put, one of the other recipes that I just put up on Liberty Hill Moms, it's in Spanish, but you just need some ground beef and 1 cup of rice, and that fills a whole lot of the whole family. So try it and let me know if you like it. So I have my tortilla right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put, like I told you guys, a little bit of beans on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat with the cheese. We love cheese in this house, but right now we have to be very careful with how much we use. That's actually my last cheese package that I have. So, oh my God, my mouth is watering. Go ahead and flip your taco, and let's try it. It's really good. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. I hope you make it. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you can, or if you want. Bye. Bye, Liberty Hill Moms. Love you, and a big hug.